Welcome, Amakhosi Network. Welcome to the channel. The thing I want to chat about today in the improvement of Kaizer Chiefs is our fitness is on another level. And that's what I want to chat about today and just chat about the progression we've seen from the team. But before I get into that, please like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. So let's get into it. What I saw that has the biggest influence in how well Kaizer Chiefs played the other day has been the fitness. If you want to see an example of how fit Kaizer Chiefs is, go take a screenshot of Rangachi Favero last season, and take a screenshot of what Rangachi Favero looks like now. The guy shed so much weight. He's looking so light and free. And it's looking good, guys. I like what I see. Even if you watch Castillo last season, look at what he looked like versus what Castillo looks today. These guys have lost so much weight. I won't lie. They're looking very lean and fit, Baba, and fit. And that's a good thing for us. It's a very good thing to have players that are looking like that. Because I don't know what Skanzonzo was training these guys. Because the way Skanzonzo was training these guys, all of our players just started to gain weight. So I don't know if he was training them to become the next bodybuilders of South Africa. I don't know. But all I can say is that our fitness coach is doing his job. Our fitness coach is doing such a perfect job for us. And I saw it with another player. Mdu Shabalala struggled to run for so long in a 90 minutes. But in the game that we played over the weekend, Mdu Shabalala never looked tired. He never looked tired. He was always looking for opportunities. The boy was up and down. The boy was marking, closing down players. It's something I enjoyed seeing, because what would tend to happen is that if Rangachi Favero goes and closes down a striker, he would never have the support of another player. But now with Mdu Shabalala there, he was actually supporting Rangachi Favero and closing down players from the front, which was a good thing for us. But other than that, that's the biggest talking point I have of this season. And it's a very big improvement, because that extra gear you have to outrun your opponent, to have that bit more energy, is showing on the field. And what will be interesting for me even is that technically Bradley Cross has not even gotten that fitness training to the right degree from the Nabi coaching staff. Bradley Cross is Golden Arrows fit. He's not Kaizer Chiefs fit. So you could see Bradley Cross in a lot of times he was starting to slide tackle or lose, like he was just starting to fall on the floor a bit too much sometimes. Because I say this, and I know a lot of people gonna hammer me because they love Bradley Cross like I don't know what. But on a different day, if Bradley Cross does that sliding and he doesn't get the ball, then he's out, Baba. He won't even recover. When that person passes him with pace, he's out. That's why they say as a defender, you need to do your best to stay on your feet. Because the moment you're on the floor and another player passes you, it's almost tickets, Baba. It's like, that's it. That like your game, the game is over. They've passed you. You will see them when you're taking the ball out the net. So that's the one criticism I have there. And obviously the other thing I wanted to... The biggest talking point, I'll say, in this whole game, in our whole game this past weekend, is the fact that Saile's side, like Mfundo Vilakazi, for me, didn't have... Maybe it's because he didn't have enough time, and Murumo Gallants during the second half was dominating more of the ball, so that's why we didn't see enough of Mfundo Vilakazi. But what I'll say is this. When Saile was there, guys, Saile was of no threat to Murumo Gallants. Like, Saile threatened Murumo Gallants, I don't know what, like 0%. It got so bad that they started using his side to start attacking us. That left back started finding it good. He started being comfortable to overlap. And that's what I saw from Saile's side. So I know I mentioned this weekend, but it keeps going on my mind how bad that side was. Like, that side was ineffective. Like, every move that Kaizer Chiefs did that last week, it just didn't come from Saile's side. like it was just so dead. Like I don't know how many chances Serino and Bradley Cross and Mdu Shabalala created on the left, but on the right, guys, on the right, it was so terrible. It's so terrible to the point where I feel like even if you start Dylan Solomons, it will be even better. And I say this because I still argue. Now, this is where a lot of you guys will criticize me and say I'm a hypocrite and all of that. And you have the right to say that. I will not fight you even. I always said that Saile has potential. He just needs the right coach to coach him. Why do I say that? Because Saile has pace and Saile has power. Those are two things that South African players don't have. South African players don't have those things in combination. Meaning that if you could get Saile to perform at a high level and to come down and to not be erratic and do Hong Kong styles to trap the ball, if you could get Saile just to do the right things all the time, Saile would definitely get 12 goals in the league. Because he's more powerful than most PSL players, he's taller than most PSL players, and he's faster than most PSL players. That combination is just deadly. It's a deadly combination. But because Saile hasn't found the right coaches to fix his ngondo, that the brain of his now, it just, when he sees the ball, I don't know what happens. He just sees him, I'm a Popeye. So that's the only criticism I have about the game, is Usaile's side. But look, when I watched the game, I also had another question I had in my mind. And the question I had in my mind is this. Where will Velebayi fit in if we do sign him? Like, I was watching that game and the way we play so fast, I couldn't really see where Velebayi is going to play unless you want him to play on the right in Saile's place. Because on the left, we have Serino, and I'm sure Modi is that replacement also on the left. Then Mdu Shabalala. Like, yes, I'm not saying Velebayi won't add when they sign him. Like, he won't add some good vibes. But when I watched the game, I was just like, yo, I have to see it for myself, how good he would be. Because I know he's a tricky player, but I just can't see where he will play unless he will be a direct replacement for Mdu Shabalala. If he's a direct replacement for Mdu Shabalala, I'm happy. But on my last point, it's this. I was thinking about this weekend, and after watching Samkelo Zwane fumble an opportunity to own that starting position, a question came to my mind, and I said, I wonder if Nabi is trying to coach Nkosi Ngcobo to play that almost second defensive midfielder role. I think Nkosi Ngcobo could do well in that role, even if he's just ahead of Matt, or Bloom. If he's playing just ahead of Matt or Bloom, I think Nkosi could actually shine in that position. But the thing is that he doesn't have defensive qualities, which is the only problem. But Samkelo Zwane also is not good defensively. So it's that thing. Could it work? I don't know. But it would be good if Ngcobo was now a player that's more on the right of the midfield, because that's the side that just wasn't functioning. And if Mfundo Vilakazi is there as well on the right, imagine what they could do to complement what Serino is doing on the left. That's what I have to say. I'm just saying, I don't know if Nkosi Ngcobo can play that role, but it looked like an interesting role because I saw Samkelo Zwane basically fumbled a very big chance on his side. Tell me what you guys think. Amakhosi for life.